What's up, guys? It's me, Baker Turtle, aka Scott, here, bringing you another Pokemon Draft Team Builder video. So this week is week 3 of the BRL Pokemon Draft League, and this week I face Mason, the coach of the Greenville Blazikens. So let me just get into my team real quick. So this is the team I decided to bring against him. Last week I traded for Conkeldurr, Toxicroak. I dropped Toxicroak and I got Conkeldurr, and I also picked up Haunter and I dropped Inteleon. So I lost some speed from with Inteleon, but um, Haunter's kind of fast, especially in this generation. But Inteleon didn't do much for me. Every time I prepped each week, it just seemed like not really a good bring. Last week, it didn't really do much. And I feel like Hunter does a better job at what I wanted to do. So anyways, so let me just start. So let me start off by saying what Mason's team is. So Mason's team is Hydreigon, Gyarados, Chandelure, Roserade, Hitmonlee, Steelix, Galvantula, and Vaporeon. So yeah, it's a tough team. One fun fact about his team: he has no Gen 8 Pokemon. It's all older Pokemon, so he doesn't have a new one, but it's still threats. Like things like Hydreigon's a threat, Gyarados is a threat, Chandelure is a threat, Roserade's a threat, Hitmonlee, they're all threats. And then Galvantula with sticky webs can make Hitmonlee do some work, Roserade can put some work, Chandelure, they all can, like his team is very good. Very bulky with Vaporeon, Steelix, Roserade, etc. But yeah, his team is very tough to break through, and it took me a while to actually build this team. It took me like a whole day thinking about it. But at first, I had Shiinotic here in the first spot. Shiinotic, immediately thinking that it'd be a great, perfect like a Hydreigon counter. But other than that, it doesn't do well against his team at all. Gyarados can just bounce on it, sub DD on it, so that's not good. Chandelure shits on it, resists both its stabs. Roserade comes in and resists both stabs. I can't Leech Seed. Roserade is the main issue versus Shiinotic. Roserade comes in every single time versus Shiinotic. I can't do anything versus Roserade. And what else? Steelix kind of walls it too. Even though Steelix doesn't get much recovery, so I can do that. But Steelix with like Heavy Slam can OHKO it or Iron Head or whatever. But it's kind of good against Vaporeon, but Vaporeon, I have different answers for that. So anyways, I like one of the last minutes I decided to go with Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr is still a good Hydreigon answer with my set Assault Vest and all that special defense investment. I should be able to switch in relatively safely. I have that Mach Punch just in case I need to revenge it, so I can get that priority and kill it. Drain Punch so I can keep getting some back, and then Earthquake for coverage against Chandelure mostly. Chandelure is immune to my fighting stab, and then Thunder Punch isn't gonna hit it much, so Earthquake should be able to do some damage. Gyarados as well. I got Thunder Punch for Gyarados, so like Gyarados can come in, intimidate, and resist Drain Punch and Earthquake and all that stuff. Let me see. There's Guts. Hold on. There's nothing about intimidating, huh? Because I know some abilities this generation make it immune to intimidate. So, but yeah, I have Thunder Punch, so I can stay in versus Gyarados and hit it pretty hard. Yeah, so it's a pretty good set. I expect Conkeldurr to do a lot of work. And then I have Morpeko here. Oh, this week I've decided to put nicknames. Normally I do nicknames. So the last few weeks I've been short on time, but this week I just decided to do it. So this one's Madmuck Uroge from One Piece, Uroge or whatever. And then I got Hamtaro over here. Life Orb. Aura Wheel, Parting Shot, Rapid Spin, Stomping Tantrum. Okay, so Stomping Tantrum is there for a couple things. Mostly Steelix. If I can whittle Steelix down a little bit, that can open up a lot of room for things like Butterfree or Darmanitan or Hunter and stuff like that, because Steelix is insanely bulky. Most of my calcs I did versus max special defense, so I kind of expect him to do a careful nature, max SPDEF. Yeah, and so um, what Stomping Tantrum will do is that it'll double the power if my move fails. So if I go for Aura Wheel, my electric version, and he switches it in, then it'll be immune, it'll fail. So then I can Stomping Tantrum and do a lot of damage. Same goes for Rapid Spin. If I try to go for Rapid Spin on the, like, if he puts up rocks or sticky webs or whatever, and he tries to switch in Chandelure, then if it fails, then I can go for Stomping Tantrum. Like, for example, if I'm in my dark form and then I Rapid Spin on his switch in, then I'll switch back to my electric form. So electric Aura Wheel is not going to OHKO Chandelure. But if I'm in my electric form and I Rapid Spin as he switches it in, then I'm going to be my dark form. Then I can just go for an Aura Wheel on that. That'll OHKO it. But like I said, it's only for if I'm in my electric form, my regular form, and Aura Wheel won't OHKO it, then I can just Stomping Tantrum on the failed Rapid Spin or whatever. Parting Shot, so I can get some good advantages. Hopefully, like, I can get in Butterfree for good. I can get in Mew or Darmanitan or whatever. But I've kind of expected Morpeko. The role on my team is to kind of, like, very expendable, very just, like, mostly just make sure I get that Rapid Spin, keep it healthy for when I need it, and then yeah, Life Orb, try to just dent things. So Parting Shot should be good this week. Yeah, so next I have Mew. I was thinking maybe like a Toxic Spikes versions for like Vaporeon, but that's really the only thing that it kind of affects. And then Roserade can honestly just come in and absorb them anyway. So it sucks that Mew this generation doesn't have any recovery moves. So it's mostly restricted to setup or utility or whatever, like U-turn, Stealth Rocks, and Will-O-Wisp and stuff like that. But it can't really recover. So I'm gonna use it this week mostly as like to put in some work. Be kind of like my Steelix switch in my physical, because his team is mostly special, like Hydreigon special, Chandelure, Roserade special, Galvantula, Vaporeon are special. So a lot of special attackers like Steelix, not really that strong unless he puts in a lot of investment. And Hitmonlee is physical, so I'm making this one physically defensive for his physical attackers, and that way I can come in and then set up a Calm Mind. At first I had Dazzling Gleam, so I instead of Aura Sphere, so that I could OHKO Hydreigon. But I decided against that, so I can have Aura Sphere to whittle down Steelix, to hit Steelix as well. But yeah, Psychic, Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball hits, Chandelure. It hits, everything else. And just mostly for Chandelure. But mostly I'm just going to be cooking Psychic and Aura Sphere on a Calm Mind, and hopefully I can just whittle down his team. I'm mostly, my strategy is to kind of whittle down like things like Steelix and Vaporeon and just a little bit, that maybe like 20% of each of their lives. That way I can end up sweeping with either Butterfree or Darmanitan. So I got Hunter this week. Scarf Trick, because I want to cripple the Vaporeon. Vaporeon is going to be a kind of a big issue for me. It's super bulky, Wish, Protect, and he can just kind of switch around my team with it. But hopefully I can trick it, or and then also Destiny Bond. So in case I'm about to go down, I can do a Scarf Destiny Bond and take down like Hydreigon or something. But yeah, mostly to be Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave. I expect Hydreigon to be like his switch-in. So, yeah. So hopefully he doesn't like set up on me with Hydreigon. I'm really scared of Hydreigon this week and Gyarados mostly. But yeah, so then next I have Butterfree, Reiju from One Piece, Sanji's sister. But I was kind of um, torn between Compound Eyes and Tinted Lens. I was thinking maybe I can have a Sleep Powder, Hurricane, but instead I decided to go with Tinted Lens. That way I can hit Steelix really hard and Chandelure pretty hard, and just set up. I don't need a lot of speed because his team is actually kind of fast. It's faster than Butterfree, so I don't really expect me to be outspeeding a lot of his team. Gyarados is faster, Hydreigon's faster, Chandelure's faster, Roserade's faster, Hitmonlee's faster, Galvantula, they're all faster, so I only put enough speed so that I can outspeed a what was it? Maybe I think it was just max speed Galvantula, I think. So yeah, so max speed Galvantula, I can outspeed it with one Quiver Dance. I'm probably gonna set up one Quiver Dance and try to sweep that way. And heavy duty boots in case he does get rocks up on the field late game or some shit, and I can't spin them away. But yeah, and then this is my trump card. So he's got Vaporeon, so that's a huge issue for Darmanitan. I totally expect Vaporeon to be his switch-in. And so I'm going to go for substitute Belly Drum, Ice Punch, Earthquake. So Earthquake to a max defense Vaporeon does, I think, between 91 and 107. So hopefully I can get that roll, or if it has a little bit of chip damage on it. But yeah, I want to try to sweep with this so I can set up a substitute Belly Drum, get that Salac Berry, outspeed everything. Obviously, a Scarf Hydreigon will outspeed me, and like a Scarf Galvantula, but I didn't put enough speed for that. I just put enough speed to outspeed, what was it, Roserade, I think? Yeah, because Roserade is his next fastest after Galvantula and Hydreigon. And then, obviously, I outspeed Chandelure and Gyarados +1, so yeah, so hopefully I can get that, but I should be in Zen mode anyway, and then I'll be putting in a shit ton of damage that way. So yeah, so that's my team. To be honest, guys, I'm not really expecting to win this one. Mason's a pretty good battler. His team is good against mine. I don't really have, I just kind of have gimmicks. I have this sub Belly Drum Darmanitan, kind of like a last minute trump card kind of thing, and then set up with Butterfree. But I expect him to be using Conkeldurr a lot, Mew a lot, and then yeah, go from there. But anyways, that's where I'm gonna end it. I'm about to get into my battle, guys, so that's the end of it. So stay tuned for that, guys. Take care. See you next video.